All right, my Spiffy Whip is whipped. You can use any non-dairy topping, or you can use whipping cream. Of course, you'll be adding a lot of fat to it that way, but at least you're getting something that's all natural and doesn't have anything in it you can't pronounce. But my Spiffy Whip is done. I love it. I love having it in my food storage because I can whip up whipped topping anytime I want. This is a very simple recipe. There's only a few ingredients. You need a full block of cream cheese, full 8-ounce block of cream cheese. I'm going to put that in my blender. Scraping my paper to get all of it. All right. And then you need two small boxes of gelatin or one large box of gelatin. And I prefer to buy my gelatin in bulk. Sometimes I buy it from the Amish. Most recently I bought it from Honeyville Grain. They have it on sale half price. I think the strawberry and strawberry banana is still on sale half price. Plus, through today, I think they're giving an additional 10% discount. So, that goes in the cup of gelatin. Of course, I'll give the recipe below like I always do. And then in go 2 cups of boiling water. Okay? Make sure your lid is securely on and just pulse it at first because that water is very hot. You don't want to blow the lid off. Just gently. Oh, helps if you plug it in. There we go. You're going to pulse it until you're certain all the cream cheese has been melted and that the gelatin is dissolved. What I do at this point, so my blender is not so full, is I pour some of that back into my mixing cup. So I'll leave about half of it in the blender. And now what I'm going to do is get my fruit. Today I'm using frozen strawberries that I picked last year from my garden. My strawberries this year are producing, so I'm willing to let go of some of these right now. Oh, good. Actually, in this bag, I had it divided into several little bags. I guess this was several different pickings. So I think I'm going to use the biggest bag here. And I may have to cut it away. There we go. And I'm going to stick this whole thing. Look how gorgeous these berries are. I'm going to stick this whole thing in my blender, and I'm going to blend that up. Let me get these other ones right back in the freezer. See, every time I picked a little bag, and sometime at the end of the season there were just a few, and then I just put them in one Ziploc bag labeled strawberries. I'm going to put my lid back on. Blend it up. All right, now this is totally blended, and this is a good time to test and see if you need to add any sugar. So I just taste that. I think it's perfect. If you're buying store-bought strawberries, you do need to test for the sweetness because those strawberries are picked before they're ripe and they are ripened on their way to the store. And sometimes you may get a beautiful looking strawberry from the store, but one, it has no flavor, and two, it's very tart. These were picked ripe at the peak of freshness from my garden. So, pardon me, the sweetness is perfect. So here's what I do. I take my bowl with my whipped goodness, and I pour in a little of the very cream cheese gelatin. Pardon my dogs. And I gently begin to loosen that whipped topping with the delicious berry mixture. I don't want to deflate the topping, so I'm kind of careful with how I fold it in. Just gently stirring it. And I'm not bothered at all if when I'm eating this, if there's a little lump of the white. That's kind of just like a little topping treasure. Okay, now I'm going to pour in the rest of the berry mixture that was in my blender. Just scrape it out with my spatula to get every bit of it. If PrepperA were here, she would scrape that till it was completely gone for me. So see, I've added the rest of it. Now I put in that has not been chilled with the frozen berries. Scrape that out as well. This really does make a lot, but you will be amazed at how fast it gets eaten. Okay, so I'm stirring the rest of that in. And it's this beautiful bowl of frothiness. All right. And I'll show you what I do after that. I take a really large glass bowl. I hope you can see that. You really have to be sure to stir to the very bottom of the whipped cream bowl because you want to get all that whipped topping incorporated. It makes one huge bowl of pink stuff and just probably one little custard dish extra for the cook for later in the afternoon. Let me look at my camera and see if you can see that. Oh, you can. Good. That's it. And so you put that in your refrigerator. I cover it with plastic wrap and put it in the refrigerator, and it congeals sort of. It doesn't get hard like Jell-O. It's nice and fluffy and delicious. When you scoop a spoonful of it out, you can clearly see the spoon. I'll show you this afternoon or after dinner when we go to serve some, so you can see how it looks. My family adores it. It's very easy, and it's delicious. You'll have to give it a try. I'll come back this afternoon when PrepperA's home and let her give it a little taste test. All right, PrepperA, here we are. Here's the pink stuff, and I've taken the plastic wrap off of it. You can see it looks kind of funny where the plastic wrap touched it, kind of raised up to meet it. What do you think about this stuff?
I absolutely love this stuff. I can eat a whole darn bowl.
She could eat the whole bowl. Okay, here's how it looks when you dip into it. I'll show you. See, it just kind of scoops out. I'll show you how it looks here.
It looks so good.
There you go. And she's going to try a little bit. Let me move this back. I'm not sure they can see. We're trying to do this sitting here at the desk. We're kind of funny. Okay, there you go. It's just beautiful, and it just, oh, yummy. Okay, all right. Give us your true, honest opinion, PrepperA.
It's so good. I love it. I love how good it tastes with the strawberries in it. It's awesome. That's all I can really say about it. It's awesome.
Tell them how long this bowl will last. And this is a substantial bowl. How long will that last?
3-4 days, maybe.
3-4 days. It's never lasted 3 or 4 days.
A bowl like that may last maybe 2.
Maybe 2 days. We'll be lucky. It's really good. You've got to give it a try. It's a super simple dessert. It's easy to transport. Just put it in your ice chest and take it to a picnic or a potluck. Really easy, and everybody just raves about it. It's so simple. Look at her just going away at it. She just loves it. All right, just wanted to give you a really simple, delicious dessert now that strawberries are about to come in. Katzcradul.
And PrepperA.